It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Packers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, things have... Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing on first down, Richmond. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco. Broken tackle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The Packers at 2-11 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 21. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Third and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll run forward with Pacheco. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 18 carries, 84 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
In motion right is Davis. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Lance again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the win.
Touchdown, Vikings! Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. This taken in right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Richmond. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Knight. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Richmond. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
To the 43, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Richmond. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Richmond. Over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Richmond. Eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra break in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Lance now to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the Packers' 36-yard line.
On play action, Lance. This is Fant on the short completion. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Richmond. And left side here, it's Graham. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw again. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish out this drive with 6 points.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep...
Touchdown, Packers! Justin Ross from 6 yards away. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lance to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Lance. This is the tight end Fan. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
This a quick pass to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now, it's Graham. Oh, nice move. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Richmond. And that's brought in by Knight. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Knight. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A quick throw now complete to Ross. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Graham. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 36. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Richmond. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8. to throw. Richmond. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Graham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Lance. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lance caught right side. Davis. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action. Lance. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And 3 at the 27-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Graham. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Robinson up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They go play action here on 1st down. Crossing route complete to Ross. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Richmond. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
To throw, it's Lance. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Lance.
At the Packers.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off play action. Richmond. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lance able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
That's out wide here for Robinson. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And Lance's throw into the hands of Fant. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Lance looks to throw again. He'll find Gabriel Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Lance going to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to